Hello and welcome to Talking One Piece. And today's video is another tag video, and this time it is the One Piece Pirate Crew tag. And I get to basically make my own pirate crew. I get to name it. I get to give myself a devil fruit if I want, and get to choose what role I have on the crew. And I get to choose 6 fighters and 6 support crew members. There aren't many rules with this tag. The one rule is that I cannot choose any Yonkos. I've put the tag in the description below, so if you guys want to do it, you can do it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It took me a long time to figure out what crew I want, but I think I've figured it out, and yeah, I'll be letting you guys know who I've chosen. Also, with this crew, I've presumed and assumed that all the characters I choose to join my crew, they maintain their personality, of course, it's that character, but they are, because I've chosen them to be my crew, they obviously have to be somewhat obedient, or like they have to want to be on the crew and want to be under my crew and under my flag. So if I choose some villains, obviously they can still have their personality, but in the end they want to be my crew. Otherwise, that limits my choices to such a large extent, and I just wouldn't be able to make the crew that I want. Anyways, so we start off with what the name of my pirate crew would be, and the name would be the Saint Pirates. Now you might be thinking, why Saint? That was a nickname of mine at high school, and it was for a little while my actual rap name. Yes, I actually did rap, and it sort of carried on. And yeah, and when you see where I'm going with this crew, I think you'll see that it's pretty fitting. Anyways, I've chosen to definitely have a devil fruit, but come on, it's the One Piece world, I've got to have a devil fruit. And it is actually the devil fruit, it's a made-up devil fruit. It might sound simple, but I think it's a pretty cool devil fruit. It is called the Wing fruit, and it's a paramecia. And now you can sort of see where I'm coming with the Saint Pirates name. But yeah, it will give me basically the wing fruit. I obviously grow wings at will, and these wings are actually impenetrable. And of course, it allows me to fly, and it's also defensive, as if I put my wing in front of me, it will protect me from getting hurt. Obviously, there's limits to this, but yeah. And of course, my position in the crew will be captain, but I've also given myself the position of the musician, as I do play guitar and I love music. So yeah, I'll be the captain and the musician. Now we'll start off with my 6 fighters before we go to the support. The 6 fighters, we'll start off with my first mate and my vice captain, which is also the swordsman of the crew, Dracula Mihawk. That's a no-brainer. I tried not to just choose the most OP characters, but let's face it, I do want a swordsman on my crew, and other than Zoro, which is, typical of course, who would I want? I would want the world's greatest swordsman. And that's where it comes into, he wouldn't really want to serve, even though he serves under the world government, he does what he wants, and he's just sort of a lone wolf. But of course, me choosing him to be on the crew, I'm assuming that he would actually want to be in my crew. And actually, he wouldn't, betray me or whatever. Anyway, so Mihawk, pretty obvious. Next, I'm going to go with Fujitora. I know, pretty OP in Admiral, but come on, he's epic, his abilities are amazing, and you'll see soon why I also chose Fujitora. I'll explain these characters even more, and I feel like I've really got a good combination, and these characters work well off each other, at least ability-wise. But yeah, gravity ability, he can stay on the ship and make things He can lift up other ships while he's just chilling. He'll be great. He'll be a great service when we're on our ship, and yeah, he's extremely powerful and extremely useful. Next, I'm going to go with Don Quixote Doflamingo, and he will also make sense. Obviously, he's a beast, but yeah, he will make even more sense as I go along. But his string ability is extremely useful. He can basically control people and stuff, and he's also a character where I have to assume that he would want to be in my crew. He's obviously still going to have that personality of being, a bit of a troublemaker, and he could probably start some fights in the crew. But in the end, I'm assuming that he would, serve as a crew member of mine, and in the end would do what he can for the best of the crew. Anyways, next is Marco. His ability to fly. He heals instantaneously. He's extremely strong. First commander of the Whitebeard Pirates. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to go back to these characters and explain even further. And he's a Zoan, and I, want to bring in a mythical Zoan. The next crew member is another Zoan, and it's Lucci. His abilities, Geppo and Finger Pistol, and that I'm blanking now, but the kick, the launching kick attacks, shave, all his abilities is extremely cool and useful, and you'll see why his Geppo ability is in particularly useful. Next is Kuma. Kuma can basically teleport people. I hesitated with having him on the crew, but he is extremely useful. He can teleport people, including himself. He can remove pain. He can just create Ursa's shock, which just blows up everything. He's very durable. Yeah, he would be a very useful asset as a fighter, being able to repel almost anything. If you've noticed, pretty much all of those fighters, except for one of them, have devil fruits. So that's one of the reasons also why I chose Mihawk, is that he could... You need someone, if our crew falls into the water, who can save us and stuff. So yeah, we'll now move on to my support characters that I've chosen for my crew. First, I need a doctor, and let's face it, Law's a pretty obvious candidate. Chopper's also tempting, but Law's can also serve as a backup fighter, even though I don't want to cheat, so I'm choosing for support. But his Opie no Mi fruit is hacks, it's OP as hell, and maybe you could even use the invincible power on me, which would kill him, but I'm just saying, he could. Next, and see, that's the thing, having Law and Doflamingo on the crew does seem counterintuitive, but like I said, they could definitely have banter, but in this version of my reality, in making this crew, they obviously have to somewhat work together, and they obviously wouldn't have that crazy history. Another support character, Jinbei. Now Jinbei's a crucial one. He'll be the helmsman, and we've seen recently in the manga how useful he can be as a helmsman. And he also brings in Fishman Karate, which is a unique ability and unique fighting style. But he's also a character who can help save crew members who have fallen into the water. He's crucial. I've got so many Devil Fruit users that we need someone like Jinbei just to be able to do a water technique and smash everyone back into the ship and save us. Boa Hancock, let's face it, she's gonna be my waifu. Yeah, you're gonna see with these next few characters I've pretty much made a harem, but yeah, Boa Hancock's my number one girl, and yeah, her abilities, she can just turn people to stone. Her kicks are extremely strong. She's Shichibukai. She's very powerful. She has connections to the Amazons. She has connections to some sea serpents. the Sea Kings, which pull her ship. So she has allies as well. Next, Navigator obviously has to be Nami, and like I said, she's pretty hot, so why not? I need to mix it up and add some girls, so yeah, no better Navigator than Nami. And you'll also see why Nami could be extremely useful. I've really come up with some awesome combinations. But next, this is a no-brainer. I tried to be creative and maybe work around this, but in the end, she's beautiful and we need her. Robin as the archaeologist, we need it. We need her to read the poneglyphs in order for me to become Pirate King. So yeah, and she can make multiple limbs that can be extremely useful for multiple reasons. And yeah, and last in my support crew and to make up my entire crew is Viola. Extremely hot, and she can see a huge radius around her. She can see everything that's going on, which is a great tactical benefit. Basically, how I'm picturing myself as a pirate, as a captain, I'm basically going to be in my captain's room pretty much the whole time, probably with Boa and with Nami and Robin and Viola, and I'm only going to come out every now and then, and Viola's going to be that scout. So yeah, I think this crew is really awesome, and now I'm going to go into why I chose some of these characters, such as Mako, Fujitora, Doflamingo, Lucci, and Kuma. I'm picturing myself on my pirate ship, okay? With my pirate crew. What happens if there's a fleet of Marines that have surrounded us, shooting at us, and we have to fight over water? How are we going to do that? Well, all cannons that are coming towards us can be repelled by Kuma, can be repelled by Fujitora, can be repelled by Law, and we can get to those ships as Fujitora can basically float and fly. Doflamingo can use strings to connect to the clouds to basically run in the sky. Lucci has Geppo, which allows him to skywalk. He can skywalk to other ships. Mako can fly as he has the Phoenix fruit. And I can fly as I have the Wing fruit. Jinbei can swim towards them. Mihawk can send slashes. Kuma can teleport there. Yeah, how cool's that? So basically, I've focused my crew mainly on flying. And this is where I've thought of an interesting combo. We look at Doflamingo. Doflamingo can only run in the sky if he's connecting his strings to the clouds, which means in a clear day, he can no longer travel in the sky. However, that's where I thought of a combination with Nami. Nami can create clouds just like that. She can make clouds and then allow Doflamingo to travel wherever he wants. Imagine me, and also in terms of Haki, I would have all Hakis. I know that sounds pretty typical and obvious, but I want Concrete Kings, I want Armament, and I want Observation. And my focus would be, it's tough. I think I would be an all-rounder, not focusing too much on any specific one. But yeah, I think I would be focused on all of them. I think I would pick up a few of the Lucci CP9 fighting techniques, and maybe a few Fishman karate techniques. But yeah, imagine me, Fujitora, Doflamingo, Mako, Lucci, and Kuma coming at you all at once. Just in the air coming towards you. Don't forget, Law can teleport anyone wherever he wants in a radius of his room. So you can just teleport every single person onto a ship. We can sink it and then teleport right back. How cool is this? And yeah, that Nami and Doflamingo combination is one of those smart things I really like thinking of. Because better than just picking, I could have chosen the 3 admirals, all these OP characters, but though I chose some OP characters, I feel like
I did choose some creative options which can make my other characters even better. So I feel like I have everything backed up. You know, Jinbei, even Nami could jump in and try and save people. Mihawk, of course, can send flying slashes. Jinbei, always in the water. He can be pretty much always in the water, scouting beneath us. We have the sky covered, we have the land covered, and with Jinbei we have the ocean covered. I could basically rule all of One Piece. And yeah, I had so much fun with this. This was amazing. I hope you guys really enjoyed. Please let me know what you thought of my list of characters and how my crew would be. And then also let me know what crew you would make and what will your pirate crew be called. And yeah, maybe I'll even make a Jolly Roger for my for the Saint Pirates, my crew. And yeah, this was awesome. Please like if you like the video, subscribe for more One Piece related videos, comment, and always request new video ideas based on One Piece topics that I could do. And as always, keep talking One Piece.